necessarily always the same as other people's time. But there was one rather famous occasion where their idea of time really got them into trouble.
Uh-oh.
Uh, Obviously, if one has just gotten married, one's thoughts are probably on other things than when the next plane is supposed to leave. I'm not quite sure whether this was a change of plane or whether it was the original trip. But at any rate, they were so busy doing something else that they never heard their plane being called, and they missed it. And this was the plane that was taking them to their honeymoon. And as I say, I don't remember any of the details, and maybe they would like to say other things about it. But at any rate, that was the story as it came down. And
It's a doggy. No, it's
one other story that I could tell is that you know about Jason and the Golden Apples. I think it's Golden Apples, but anyway, there's a sort of an association with Bob and Harriet about golden fruit. You may think that Bob, when he went out to these various meetings, was going out there because of the very important things in his field that were being discussed, and this was true at least most of the time. But there was one particular location that he was glad to go to and could sneak out when he was supposed to be in a conference. I invented that. And with paper bags in hand, collected the fallen oranges that were on the streets. Because only the bitter oranges, the golden bitter oranges, make the kind of marmalade that we in our family have treasured for years. And there was a kind of noise and noise deal on this. I think most of you know by now that I was also married to a Robert Noyes. But at any rate,
no.
these wonderful oranges, bitter oranges, were made into marmalade in Arlington and also in Nantucket. And unfortunately, nothing commercially comes close to it. So they've got to go on a trip somewhere and get some more of these wonderful oranges. But anyway, I've been very fortunate in my life that so much of my time I've ended up living in the same place, at least city or whatever, as Bob and Harriet. In fact, I've lived most of my life with at least, there are four girls, or were four girls, and with one of my sisters. And I now have my sister Nancy here on Nantucket living with me. I was in Cambridge when Harriet and Bob were in Arlington, uh, and and when I was in Pittsburgh, Nancy was in Pittsburgh with me. So I really, and when I was going to Yale Drama School in New Haven, Isabel was still there. Anyway, I feel very fortunate in having family that I've been able to stay as close to it as I have. And anyhow, I think that's about all I have to say. I'm sure there's somebody else who may want to add something here, but that's the missed connection and the golden fruit.